What is up, everyone? TCT here again, and I have breaking news from the NFL. The Washington football team has agreed to a one-year deal, $10 to $12 million for Ryan Fitzpatrick. Now, I've been saying for months I believe that was going to be a possibility. It was going to be a huge possibility. It was almost predictable. I knew they were probably going to release Alex Smith after the incredible season he had. Let me just say, Alex Smith, I have 100% respect for you for what you did, but those comments that you made to the team was completely unacceptable. But I understand where you're coming from. But you got to understand this. What team would not be cringy to put you back out on the field? You got to understand that, brother. So I hope you have the best in your future success. And I am excited to see Ryan Fitzpatrick after what he did in Miami. And many of you forget, he was really good in Buffalo as well. I'm excited. If anything, Ryan Fitzpatrick should be the starter going forward. He's only got a one-year deal, so see what he's got. See what he's got. Keep Taylor Heineke on the back burner right now until you build your team. See what Ryan Fitzpatrick can do. He is a veteran. You definitely need to use a veteran in these situations right now. He can learn right behind Ryan Fitzpatrick. Taylor Heineke, to me, needs to stay in Washington. I love what he did against Tom Brady and the Buccaneers, but everybody is correct. He only had one game, and that's nothing to get really excited about. But he did play an exciting game. So I know from watching him in the XFL that the man can ball. He did really good at Old Dominion as well. Look at this. In Virginia. We're in Virginia. Okay? I know exactly who Taylor Heineke is. All right? Old Dominion's in Virginia. All right? He's been on TV a lot in his career because of what he did at Old Dominion. Then he goes to the XFL. He lights it up. I believe it's with the Battlehawks. I can't remember if it was with the Battlehawks. I think it was with the Battlehawks because I remember seeing it. And I'm super excited that Heineke is there. But in my opinion, you got to see what Fitzpatrick can do. He is a veteran. All right. Now, if Taylor Heineke is playing better than him in training camp, then you go with Heineke. You go with whoever's performing better. But I'm going to tell you this, right now, to lead this team, you got to have Ryan Fitzpatrick. You got to have a veteran. People are saying he has great games and then he has Dwayne Haskins type games. Well, let me tell you this. I would prefer a game manager, which he is. That's the style Washington plays. Look at what Alex Smith did as a game manager. He had some horrible games, but he was winning those games. That's all you need to do. You don't need to be a spectacular quarterback to win football games, guys. You really don't. Look at Joe Theismann. And he's not one of the greatest of all time, but look at what he did. He's one of the greatest Redskins of all time. So the fact that Ryan Fitzpatrick, and by the way, I've been saying it for 6 months. I've been saying if they go out and sign anybody next year, it was going to be Fitzpatrick. I even say it on my podcast. I'd love to have the Fitzmagic in DC just for a year if it's possible. So I'm super excited to see what's going to happen. And now, in my book, Washington, you need to go get Kenny G from Detroit. You need to go get Kenny G. He is a free agent. He's still sitting there. You go get Kenny G, you got offense. And by the way, I don't know who's paying attention, but Trent Williams is on free agency again. And I don't hate Trent Williams. I know he hated Jay Gruden, but we don't have Jay Gruden anymore. So you might want to make a play to refill that slot over there at left guard and left tackle. And then not to mention, what are you going to do about Brandon Sheriff? He can't franchise again next year. You franchised him this year. He can't franchise again next year. You gotta do some stuff. You're losing Darby. You lost Darby. So that's just my update from what I saw this morning. I didn't really pay too much attention last night. I know this happened a few hours ago. But yeah, it's early this morning and I'm seeing it come across my phone and I'm like, all right, I love it. And I called it 6 months ago. I called it 3 months ago. I called it the day of the Super Bowl. People were asking me who's going to be Washington's quarterback for 2021. And I said it's either going to be Taylor Heineke or probably Ryan Fitzpatrick. They're like, well, they don't have Fitzpatrick. I said, not yet. But I can guarantee you that if they can't get a quarterback to come to Washington, Ryan Fitzpatrick would be right there because he'll take any job. I'm going to tell you that now. I have the utmost respect for Ryan Fitzpatrick and what he's done. He has had a nasty career. Like, he's not had a superstar career at all, but he has played like a superstar. But yeah, all the teams he's been on, everybody just forgets about him. And I'm like, how can you forget about a guy that goes out? He has a better completion percentage last year than Tom Brady did. He has a better quarterback rating than Deshaun Watson did. And you forget about him because they started Tua Tagovailoa over him in Miami, and look at what happened when that happened. What happened, Dolphins? Huh? You guys were on the hot track with Ryan Fitzpatrick, and you make a stupid move. Now, I'm not saying Tua's bad. I actually love Tua. I think Tua is an incredible talent. He was not ready to be thrown into that situation yet. You should have gave him a year. Fitzpatrick was winning ball games for you. Like, he was destroying people down there in Miami, and then you put him on the bench, and then you cut him. And that just spits right in his face. Now, I'm not going to say Washington's going to do that, not going to do that. But the fact that they're bringing him in, that's going to add some competition to quarterback. That's what they desperately need. They need some competition on offense. That defense is ready to go. That defense can prevent teams from scoring about 20 points a game. So they're ready to go, man. So remember what I told you here. Ryan Fitzpatrick, I believe, should be the starter week 1 unless something happens. I mean, we got a long way to go. We don't even have the draft yet. So he should be the starter week 1. Guys, I thank you so much for continuing to watch my videos. All right. Like I said, I'm a fan of Washington. I'm going to make videos when I see fit. All right. I haven't made a podcast in a while. I'm going to do it when I see fit. All right. Go and look at my unboxings. I got new unboxings coming out. I mean, I've got some movie reviews coming. They're coming. Justice League comes out in 2 days. 2 days from right now when I'm recording this. So it's coming. Zack Snyder's Justice League is coming. Now, I don't know when the review is going to be. Probably next week. I will probably review it next week because I want to sit down. This is a 4-hour film, guys. It's going to be a lot of analytic for me. So I'm excited because all the reviews are coming out. They're great. They're great reviews. So more on that later. Ryan Fitzpatrick, a 1-year, $10 to $12 million deal, Washington football team. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe. Make sure you guys subscribe, guys, so you can get all my future content, all right? Favorite me. Do anything you got to do. Spread the word around. I love making these videos for you guys, and I will see you again next time. Thank you, guys. Have a good day. Have a good week. Have a good night. Have a good year. Thank you guys so much. See you next time.